try this my walkaway story. Just to give you brief background on me. This is a normal heterosexual white male, so I'm the enemy, obviously, of everyone. But I grew up. My mom made sure I grew up in a diverse manner. I went to a grade school in which it was literally required that it be 50% minorities, 50% white in every classroom. 50% of the teachers white, 50% black. I mean, literally all the way. The principal was black, the vice principal was white, straight up. So that's how I thought the world worked. And then I hit junior high, and I went to a totally different type of school. That was a magnet school. I went to regular public school close to my neighborhood, and then it was a 90-10 ratio where it was 90% black, 10% white, so I was the minority. And then I moved, and then I basically was in a country type school where it flipped, and it was 90-10 again, where it was 90% white and 10% minority. So I've lived through all different ways. My mom grew up. I grew up with my mom. It was always liberal, this, Democrat, Democrat, Republicans always hate, or if you're not rich, they hate you, whatever, they're going to starve you, blah, 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 blah. That's what it always was with the Republicans. They was starving us. So I became voting age. For the first vote, I voted Al Gore. I could not bring myself to vote for John Kerry, so we were in the middle of war. Let the president that started the war keep rolling with it. So I went Bush that time. That was my logic. It wasn't very political. Then Obama came along. I saw him on Oprah like everybody else, and she picked out our president. I listened to him. I ate it up, spoon-fed it all right into me. Second time around, he got my vote. I was getting a little leery of him, but, to be real honest with you, he killed bin Laden. He got bin Laden. Maybe he didn't get bin Laden, but he got bin Laden. They announced he got bin Laden. That was good enough for my vote right there. He got bin Laden. So you can think what you want. 2014 rolled around, and things weren't going quite the way Obama said they were going to go. And then I started reading. I always grew up I watched CNN hardcore. I 12 hours a day, every day. MSNBC, flip between those all the time. I'd watch Fox News too, occasionally, just for laughs, really. Because if I think it's nonsense, I laugh at it. So one day I was watching, and it was Hannity, and I was like, man, they say this guy's racist, but he didn't really come off racist. So I went and started looking stuff up, and I realized Obama was just full of shit. And then I realized that there was a mass brainwashing going on, because you say a lie enough times and you can get people to believe it. It's real simple. And you look at it, and everything that they said everything was about race. Everything's racist. Everything's racist. Everything. It's like that can't possibly be racist. And you look into it, and it's not really racist. It's just them trying to hype people up to make everybody go nuts. And I'd been a fan of Donald Trump for years. He come down that escalator, and I was jumping up and down. I'm Trump. Trump's my guy. Where's my hat? There's my hat. Yeah, Trump's my guy. So he come down that escalator. I went to work the next day and started campaigning to everyone there. They're like, he's not going to be president. I'm like, who are you going to vote for? Hillary? I was like, you Google her name and mysterious murders, and there's like 50 links come up next to that. I don't want to vote for someone like that. And especially after I read all the stuff. So I switched. I voted for Trump. I lost at least half the people on my friends list on Facebook. At least half. At least half of them just gone. It was funny because I had warred with people on my friends list that were, conservative before. Now, I'm not going to say I'm Republican, because it's not my thing, but I'd say it's more of a Trumpism thing. And it's just, common sense. And the best part about what we got with our president right now, you can literally send him a tweet And if you do it between 2 and 3 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, there's a pretty good chance he's going to read it. Just so you know. Have you ever been and heard of anything like that, read it in any history book, where everyone in society could literally directly talk to the leader of the country? That's what we got. That's how transparent this guy is. And once he announced, what sold it for me was CNN used to just kiss his ass. They loved him. And then the moment he announced, they started showing him, but there was something fishy to it. Now, I was still on CNN then. Even though I wasn't on Obama nor, I was still watching the CNN just to see what was going on. So, and I was split between Fox News too. And I'm watching it, and the day Trump won the nomination, it flipped. Because Fox News, they hated Trump. The only one that liked him was Hannity. From the beginning. Hannity liked him, the rest of them did not like him. You go back, you rewind it. The Fox was hating on him. They did not want him. The moment he won the nomination, Fox knew what the hell had to happen. They flipped the script, said, all right, go Trump, we're behind him. They got behind the guy. They didn't want him to be the guy, but once he was the guy, they got behind him. They don't hide the fact that they're conservative. They don't try to pretend they're right down the middle. They have a right down the middle show. That morning show, they try to stick right down the middle. They report regular news. But Hannity and Tucker, they all tell you what they are. Tucker's libertarian, and Hannity's conservative. You know, they let you know. But CNN flipped evil. Like, wow, Trump's racist. And it was just, I mean, it was literally a one-day thing. I was like, I can't watch this no more. So I'll watch Fox News 15 hours a day, except when Shepard Smith's on. I got to change the channel on him. He's just terrible. But I'll just watch it and compare it to what I read online, and they'll say something and you go double check it, and it's just unbelievable the lies we've been told. And this, Brandon, you're awesome for starting this page to show the world that there is people that were for Obama that did switch because they went nuts. Because we had to switch. Like, there's just too much there. But I switched, and I'm proud. We are making America great again. You just look at the economy, it's ridiculous. The unemployment rate, the GDP, everything Trump said he was going to do, he's trying to do or has done. Most of the people that run for president, they're lucky if in their entire presidency, even if it's a 2-term presidency, if they knock out 1 or 2 things on the list that they said they were going to do. If you're lucky. He listed probably 100 things, but he's probably knocked out 40 of them. I mean, he's really knocking stuff out. It's like crazy, and he's tried to do 10 times that. So, don't believe what people tell you. You got to go learn for yourself. You do that, and the world will be a better place. The worst thing you could ever be is closed-minded. You have to remain open-minded. You still have to listen to the other side, because if you don't know what crazy stuff they're talking about, you're not going to know how to respond to them when you get one in your face. So you got to still listen to them. You can't cut communication off, even if they're trying to. Don't let them start the Civil War, because once the communication stops, that's when you're going to get the Civil War. You're going to have nuts just running around doing crazy stuff right and left. It's getting bad. I mean, you see that kid the other day getting his hat yanked off his head in a restaurant, a little kid. Like, come on, man. Buy somebody that worked there. Like, because you got crazy Congress people out in California going on national TV saying to do it. Like, you got to conversate with these people, and especially the ones that disowned you. Those are the ones you got to try and conversate with the most. You got to go back and try and get to them. If you can't, you can't. But you got to at least try and wake them up from the brainwashing, because that's what it is. There is a mass hysteria. That's why the hate is fueled, because they are suffering from mass hysteria right now. So thanks, Brandon, for starting the page, and I just hope everyone just chills out and calms down for a while and just looks at what's really going on in the world instead of just paying attention to what the TV box tells them. Because there's a whole different place. You got to read it and you'll know. You can get references from the TV, sure, but don't eat that stuff up like it with a spoon. Just don't do it.